What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, your channel, all of our channels. It's a collective effort. It definitely helps out. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me on this wonderful game, Rising World. It's it's been so much fun the past few years. I've been playing Rising World and seeing the progressive efforts and stuff like that. And recently, it was probably actually more than recent, there was a update on the new world. There was a small update. I guess they have different, they have like a more crafting system right now. So I went in there and I messed around with it a little. Like, it was either yesterday morning or yesterday afternoon, and I was gonna record a video, and I just mentally, I just didn't want, I couldn't do it. And like right now, I'm ready to go. So I'm gonna do my best to get back into Rising World. I just I didn't want to get into it without recording a video and all this, all that fancy stuff. But I decided to at least go into it and check it out because I've always liked Rising World and I've always been excited about it. But without further ado, I want to just get into here and I want to let you guys know what's going on, keep you guys updated, and we're gonna check out see what they have in the crafting menu. And that's pretty much what he said in the update was what he brought into it. Let's check it out in the crafting section. So I guess this is gonna be the new crafting section where all your crafting stuff's gonna be. Um, for the most part, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you've been in the Rising World, you're gonna have all your normal resources and stuff like that. Your lumber, your stick, your iron plate, uh, your workbenches. You're gonna have your primitive. You're gonna have another workbench, which is a different style tier than what he normally had, I think, because you have your primitive, which is just below, like, primitive. I don't know exactly what's into it. I haven't really got into it that far. I just came on, and this is pretty much what I checked out the majority of the time. So I'm not 100% sure what each one does. I mean, probably could. I mean, I'd have to have all the. Yeah, you need crafting stations. So I need some iron plates and a lot of lumber. So a lot more iron plate than I do lumber. And keep in mind too, guys, that the resources for each to create what you want is going to change. This is just for what, because you can only do so much at the moment, so it's not gonna, you're not gonna get, this could change. So it could be 50 iron plate and 8 lumber and plastic. If he puts it in there, it's gonna be different. It's gonna change. He needs to do it for what he has on here. And when I was roaming around, I only noticed iron ore, and there actually is a smelting furnace down over by the secret location. Like, I'm gonna call that, that location the secret location, because not too many people know about it, and there is a lot of people that know about it. But we'll go down there a little later and check it out. There's not much different. I mean, he has a small stuff there, but we'll go down there and check that out in a bit. The workbench and the primitive workbench. So actually, he has all the the very simple workbench, use to craft basic tools. Standard workbench, use to craft common tools, and then your modern workbench, used to craft modern tools. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You got your primitive smelting furnace, which is a few less, a few less. Yeah, it's a limited capacity. It's a lot smaller than the bigger ones. And I believe, yeah, you can do this with just stone, which is easy. So you can pretty much do it right off the bat, which is nice. Your anvil, which you process ingots. And then you got your general, like I said before in the beginning, campfire, which is it's always the easy one to make. and the bonfire is a little bit more difficult, but not by much, because getting stone is by far second to none. It's easy to get. So, and then your shelter, which, yeah, same stuff. The drying rack, which is a little different than, I believe, different than the other one. You can dry raw meats. Yeah, you never had that before, to make it edible and to preserve it. So that's pretty cool. But it's not a bad idea, because if you want to, if the meats go bad in the new world, it's definitely needed. A canopy shelter, that's pretty neat, and a camouflage canopy. Oh, that stuff's new. How it works out, what it looks like, I don't know. That could be for a separate video, like us, us, experimenting with different ones. I mean, that's up to you guys. If you guys want to see it, make sure you guys hit that like button. And I'd appreciate it. The video would appreciate it. So you got an old chest, wooden barrels, which you see a lot of. You see open ones too. Oh, so you can fill these with water. Nice. The trough, you can fill with water. See, that's where I kind of wish you would put in like a water system, which I know it's not easy to have a decent water system with pipes and stuff like that, but I'm sure he's figuring something like that out, because I see electricity down there. But when we'll get down there, we'll check it out. Glass door, a straw bed, that's pretty cool actually. You didn't have that before. A normal bed and a mattress. Log bench, old bench, and a chair. Like the possibilities are almost endless in this game. It stops your imagination. So, you got your floodlights, your brazier. Probably said that wrong. Wall torch, a candle. That's different. Bulkhead lamp. Bunch of different barriers. He still has construction barriers down there. The barrier lights. Which, like I said, your imagination is like, it only stops to where you want to stop, because you can do stuff. If you can glitch the barrier light into something, you can almost have something like glow and, like, constantly, flash every so often. So the possibilities are damn near endless. A wooden shelf, I believe. If you guys remember in the previous videos, there was a wooden shelf in there, and I believe I have a save file, because this is a new save file. I believe I have a save file with this wooden shelf in there, and I was painting it and stuff like that. Same thing with a cabinet. I don't remember a cabinet, but I'd have to check it out. The Toro lanterns around here a lot, and we'll go take a walk down the trail right behind us and check all that out. Make sure that, because I didn't go through the cave. I didn't check all that stuff out. So, so that's what that does. The animal feeder attracts wild animals. Attracts, which is the big name. Because I was trying to figure out, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are trying to figure out what the animal feeder does, which I didn't understand, and which that makes a lot of sense. Attracts. So you make those to attract wild animals, so you can hunt, tame if you wanted to, stuff like that. A birdhouse, pretty self-explanatory. That was on some of the trees around here. Grandfather clock, nice. Stay up with the current time. Christmas tree, which I think he didn't. Actually, in one of my save files, he actually put the Christmas tree right into your inventory, which is pretty cool. Tools, nice. Primitive stone. I'm pretty sure you'll start out with that, just like it did before. I don't know. You never know though. You might go with a pickaxe and the axe right off the bat. A wooden rake, a sledgehammer, sickles, seath. I probably said that wrong. A hoe, a paintbrush, and the paint roller. The two of these these two, paintbrush and a paint roller, are two new tools to the to the world. All the rakes are the same. The hose, the pickaxe, the rake, the sledgehammer, the sickle, the seath. I Oh man, I have a hard time with words like that. Can't say them. Different weapons. The primitive spear, the primitive stone knife. That's awesome. Not very efficient, but serves as a basic melee weapon. Can also be used for tanning. Nice. Stonehead can both be thrown at targets and also used as a melee weapon. Nice. So it's a new style combat knife. And the Reaper bolt action rifle, superior to the musket. Nice. This is nice. If this is the same one, the repeater to to the other the other save files, or you put in a gun, it's a very nice gun. I like it. A different equipment. The primitive stone knife, combat knife, torch, the pen light, the flashlight, the spotlight, the megaphone, and the walkie-talkie. These two here will be nice in multiplayer, which is, I like multiplayer. Once multiplayer is going, it's a lot of fun just being able to find a section in somebody's world and just building on it, and then being able to interact with different people online, which a majority of the hours, I believe, is just from that, is playing online with people, which is a lot of fun. The compass, very useful, very useful, especially in this world. And if he keeps it anyway near the same, you'll definitely want to have one, because you can get lost in this place. I don't know how exactly big the maps are. I know this one isn't that big, because I'm sure he's building a bigger one, but you can get lost easily, which is nice. And that's the way I want it. I want to be able to make you feel like you're so lost all the time. Water skin, so you're able to fill with water. Always have water on hand. A drinking bottle, a bottle, simple glass bottle, watering can. Nice. Gotta water the plants. That's actually, I wonder if he's gonna implement that, water plants on here. That'll be interesting. It'd be nice too to make alcohol, but I don't know if you'd want to attract that kind of a crowd. Or it's not attracting the crowd, just having something different. One person tent allows you to sleep and set your spawn point and store a few items. That's cool. The modern tent, same thing with that. You're able to store items, which is really cool. You got bandages, the leg splint, and the med kit. So pretty much the same for the most part. You can't really change that up too much. So he doesn't have any clothing, electricity yet, no vehicles, he has miscellaneous. Nice. So you play some football and soccer, the soccer goal. So we definitely got to make one of these, try this out. But I might make another video. Just we can mess around with some of this stuff, some of the cool stuff. See what things do with the old, the new stuff that came into play, and see what it does. Just check it out, put it into our hands, and messing around with it. But let's go take a walk down that trail, and we'll go down a little later, and we'll fly down to the other side and check it out. Like I said, there's not too much going on down there. So he's got his fire trough right here, so I'm pretty sure you can turn on and off. Yeah. The fire pit up here. You can sit down, hang out by the fire, stay warm. I just shut it off. And I just dropped that. Right now I'm using my Steam controller, so I know it might seem like I don't know what I'm doing. I liked my Steam controller when I was playing the old Rising World. And then you got your barrel. Get inside the barrel. Oh, you can get inside the barrel. That's awesome. how do I... Is it this one? No. It's alright. That's cool. You get inside the barrel. And this is your feeding trough. Track some animals, which is... That's awesome. I didn't realize what that was for. Go over to the edge of the earth. And then he does sporadically put some ores around. It's not very consistent, but he does have some ores, iron ores. Let's go check, bang on one really quick. Yeah, see that? 10 iron ore. So you can definitely get started in the game right off the bat, which is nice. I mean, you don't have to go out of your way to try and find ores. Grant you, this state of game is not going to stay the way it is. It's gonna change. This is all for experimental purposes. So you got the lantern. I believe you can pick the lantern up. I gotta change that. Oh, I turned the lantern on. Still trying to figure out everything on my controller. Get that the birdhouse, a chair, some really cool stuff. Okay, let's get down the trail and check everything out. Make sure nothing's new on here. You didn't sneak anything in. Like I said, I got down by the bonfire on my own time and checked some stuff out. And that's as far as I got. I didn't get too far. So you guys, I didn't miss anything. I wanted to do it with you guys. I just got impatient, and I wanted to enjoy it. Oh boy, you can't get too close to that sucker. Burn yourself. It's a big fire too. I thought the fire was gonna be a lot smaller, but I guess not. So let's get down inside the cave. Definitely looks normal. I mean, you can't... Oh, here we go. We gotta bang into this now. Ah, you get some stone out of that. Like I said, you'll understand over time if you play the game. You'll understand getting a lot of stone is like easy. It's really easy. Well, oh, that's another one. So you gotta... Is that an iron ore? Now, can I use the axe and like keep the wood? No. Oh, I broke the lantern. Can't dress me up and take me nowhere. Come on. Just hit the 1 key. A lot easier. Iron ores. And just loops up and around. There's definitely, yeah, so pretty basic in here. I didn't miss nothing. You guys didn't miss anything. I think the iron ore is the biggest pleaser. See, I don't know. I'm kind of glad he didn't implement like me taking out my axe, like taking off the axe and then, you know, animating the I'm kind of glad he didn't do that. I think it'd be just a pain in the butt, but it's not too big of a deal. If he you know, like some games will like they'll take the object off and animate you going up the ladder, so not too much has changed in the cave. I'll have to show you. Here, I got to take out my axe and we'll show you knocking down some trees. I never did in the other videos. I never showed you. Yeah, right down to the fireplace, just like last time. So let's take out the axe real quick. Look at that, 1-2 hit. Keep in mind too, guys, that the amount of times it takes to hit down the tree varies to different trees. I've noticed, even in the older style. I'm sure he's not going to keep it the same, but it's not going to just take one hit, you know. So you got to keep that in mind if you're watching this video after the current state of the new Rising World, and it's all finished. It's not going to be a one hit wonder, if you would. Got 1, 2 to knock the tree down. 3, 4. Open the door. So you got a bunch of hickory. So let's get into the fly mode. And keep in mind too, guys, if you guys do go over to hit a tree, you end up breaking the wood. So you gotta pay attention to how you go about. You can ruin your stuff. So when you hit it, don't keep on hitting it. And this too, you're not able to collect stone with your axe. So that's not going to stay like that either. Yeah, that's all just because the game's still new, so keep that in mind. So in the fly mode, and we'll take a gander over to the other side. That's another thing I've noticed, like this world is still the same. He just implemented the factor of putting in different items, and so you're able to actually craft a little bit. It's not like it would be right off the bat. You're able to craft a lot. You're just enough to get your feet wet, to get the understanding. Take a sip of my coffee. I gotta remember how to get there. There it is, right there. Yeah, but it's nice to get your feet wet a little bit, and check different stuff out, and it's a lot of fun. I enjoy this game. Just the amount of stuff you can do. It's amazing. Go down here, check her out, see how things are. See if there's anything different. Get rid of the axe. Come out of fly mode. So we'll check this out. Here's your primitive. So you can put in a bunch of ores just like you would in the other game. I'm not going to show you that because it's pretty self-explanatory. You throw that stuff in there. You throw the ores in there, and then you can collect ingots, iron ingots, gold ingots, silver ingots. You name it. You put it in there for a certain amount of time, and then they'll melt if you would. There's your barrels again. I wonder if you'll implement like a lawnmower so you can mow your lawn. That'd be pretty cool. So you got your modern workbench, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is no different. Actually, is electricity? Oh, okay. That'd make more sense to have the electricity into the modern workbench, but I think in the notes I read, actually you can collect different. No, you gotta have iron ingots. I think I read in the change notes you have to. There's no limits to where you can get your modern stuff. It's on everything. So, and this was just a hole in the ground. There's nothing down there. So, which same thing with the old one. You can turn the light on, turn the light off, or change it to blinking. Same thing with the street light. You can change it, turn it on and off, which is nice. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's a rather short one. It wasn't too long. Just get the basics of what's going on in the game, and I went from front to back, so you guys really have a decent understanding. I haven't explored everywhere around here, so I don't know if there is something sneaking around and I missed it. But I do appreciate you guys watching. If you guys made it to the end, what's that right there? Oh, it's a glow in the dark. Oh, that's it's a light. Bzzz. Oh, it's got the sound. All right, I don't get off too much on a tangent. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. If you guys like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell so you guys know I'm back when I come on. And thanks again for watching. See ya.